Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do the Taurus October Horoscope. Well, still a lot happening in the heavens. We have Mars retrograde until November 14th. We also have Mercury retrograde and that'll be in your 7th and 8th houses. So I'll talk a bit more about that when we get to the horoscope part of this video, which is the main part. But just briefly, if you're new, I'll give you a very brief rundown of what I'm doing in this video. Firstly, I'm going to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you. I like to have a little clairvoyant vision before I turn the cards over and see how that relates to the cards, because I find that gives a more in-depth, deeper look at the energies. We'll then have a look at your horoscope for the month and I'll finish up with psychic channeling at the end. Okay, so if you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel right now and hit that notification bell. Well, let's see what these cards have to say, and we'll cross to the board right now and can just sharpen that up a fraction. Okay, so, and actually if I go like this, it'll be even bigger, so easier for you to see. Alrighty, so first card that we're going to look at will be like the first half of the month, and this card here is sticking out. So closing my eyes now, what do I see for terrific Taurus for the month of October? The doors opening. Doors opening are about opportunities, but it also means to me that like my clairvoyance is coming through, so the door to clairvoyance is opening. Okay, so on the other side, gosh, this has been a theme. The colours blue and green. In your case, it's more teal that I'm seeing, which is more of a blue with a green dash, a dash of green added in. Okay, so this reminds me of the ocean, not deep, but you know, the Mediterranean, that type of area. And it's about your subconscious feelings and your subconscious contents coming up. It's very calm in the water, which is good. So, because that means that you're going to have a calmer month and not have the amount of trauma and drama that there has been so far this year. So there's something about the Mediterranean. So they're pointing me back to the fact that it's like it's Atlantis or someplace. There's a lot of old ancient stone dwellings and things underneath here, and I feel like this is going to be something from the past that is going to come back to you. So some intuition or flashes of your past, but it'll be like ancient history. Okay, so you may hear some news or just have the feeling of an old ex or something from your childhood. They're showing me a cross now. That means sacrifice. So somewhere where you've sacrificed yourself. And actually I just wrote a lot of notes for your horoscope, and there is an influence of self-sacrifice there, so I'll talk about that in the horoscope. The card that comes up is the Two of Pentacles, which means that your focus will be on your money this month. I always think, although typically you know, it's neither good nor bad, but I always think with this green here, like it's dark on the edges and then it's becoming light, I always feel, and see she's got blue ink up here, so there's the blue and green I was talking about. But it feels positive to me, and if you focus on your financial situation, you'll find ways to improve your income or ways to improve your budgeting. So you might, for example, walk into a shop and something comes on sale. It's on sale and you need it. So there is a financial focus, but this is also about possessions, not just finances. And earthly things could even indicate your body, your physical body, because Pentacles is very grounded, you see. Okay, let's have a look now at the second card of the month. I'm going to go with that one there. Closing my eyes now, and what do I see for the second card of the month for terrific Taurians? Wow, this is a bit weird. Anybody getting a tattoo out there? I see somebody getting a tattoo in a rather private place. So it could be like under your arm or somewhere else private. I'll leave that to your imagination. And why are they telling me this? Why am I seeing this? Just choose, if you're doing that, just be careful who you go to. There might be some issue there. Make sure it's, a reputable place that's clean. I feel this is for an individual, not for everybody. Okay. So anything else for the second theme of the month for terrific Taurus? Okay, I see it's like a clamshell. No, it's an oyster. Okay, an oyster which opens in front of me, and there are pearls. There are pearls plural inside, which is really strange because they only produce one pearl, not a whole heap, but there's at least two. So this is about your communications, how you express yourself, and there's a lot of wisdom coming through your self-expression in October, terrific Taurus. Okay, so this is a 7 of Cups. This is about you setting boundaries and saying no. Some people have to say no to because they're pushing you, and really, taking up your space when they don't have the right to. This is also a similar thing about self-sacrifice that I just mentioned before, and so be cautious that you don't sacrifice yourself, and that is in the horoscope. You see all these little cups here. There's an angel and there's a mask. If you're going to wear a mask, that's fine, of course, but do be aware that it's a mask. It's not the real, authentic you. There's an olive branch here. Maybe you're the peacemaker. That's in your horoscope as well. There's dragon energy here, so in touch with your natural instincts, which is great. So be assertive, not aggressive, and set your boundaries, especially with old lovers that might want to come back. Okay, you might just hear something about someone, and it's if they're an ex, as I always say, there's a reason that they're an ex. Okay, so they're your two theme cards for the month. All right, so let's have a look at your horoscope now. As I was saying before, you've got Mercury retrograde. I'll talk about that. And you've also got Jupiter. Everybody's got Jupiter, of course, direct, and Saturn direct. So this gives you signs of growth and hope for the month. Everybody's been through a really hard time this year, and it's like, is it ever going to finish? Well, it's still got a while to run. We've got another, at least a year, if we're lucky, of COVID and these shutdowns and economic issues and that sort of thing. However, now that these two planets are going direct, there's some light coming in. So we've got Mars still retrograde, still causing frustration and delays, but at least now there's a lightening and a feeling that you could have more energy, not as flat as before, and that sort of thing. So that's good. 5th of September to the 2nd of October, Venus in your 4th house here. This is beautiful. This is great for making your home more beautiful and pleasing. You could be feeling especially loving towards your family and your friends. You may invite friends and family over for celebrations and dinners and things like that. So it's a beautiful influence. 21st of September to the 22nd of October, Sun in your 6th house. Okay, so here, see how busy it is here in your 6th house? And so this is about your everyday work, your daily habits, and could be about your health and well-being as well. You could be doing your best work and taking pride in your work in October. Examine how you use your time and energy, and you can improve your efficiency at work. Health and well-being may also be your focus. 25th of September to the 27th of October, Mercury retrograde in your 7th house here. Okay, so it's moving backwards from the 7th into the 6th. And so You could be seeking advice from professional people. And as you do that, you're looking for clarification on your thoughts. There's a lot of discussion with your partners or your spouse or professional people. Do be careful of misunderstandings if it's a legal matter, because seventh house can rule over legal matters and open enemies as well. And isn't it funny? It's a house of marriage, legalities, and open enemies. Isn't that strange? Not. So, but if you've got a good solid relationship, there'll be no harm done. It just gives you a chance to clarify your thinking with the other person. And this could be a business partner or a very, very close friend that you've been friends with for a long time, or a spouse, or someone like a spouse. 27th of September to the 5th of October, Mars conjuncts Mars, gives you a desire to make a fresh start, to take the initiative and to strike out on your own. You will have a lot of physical energy, will and courage, and that'll be intensified. So channel your energy very wisely. But with Mars retrograde, that energy could come out a little bit skew-if. There could be frustration and irritability there. So do be cautious. 1st of October, full moon in your 12th house here. Full moon in your 12th house here. And this brings spiritual transformation. And also, I'm sorry, I've put the full moon here in your 1st house. It should be here, and then it moves into the 11th. I've completely mucked that up. Oh well. Anyway, full moon brings spiritual transformations. And so it's a great time, excuse me, it's a great time to think about your dreams, to meditate, and it's a time of transformation. So there could be changes coming up, and you've got to look at how you incorporate that into your life. Okay, 1st of October to the 27th of October, Venus in your 5th house here is beautiful, and you could be feeling very inspired creatively and expressing your loving feelings openly. It's a great time for art, music, and going to cultural events. And so if you're looking to meet someone romantically, it's also great for that too, because Venus is in love with love, the goddess of love. And you could also have more to do with children in this time as well. 20th of September to the 19th of October, Jupiter conjuncts your MC up here. Your MC is related to your work. And with Jupiter doing its thing in a positive way, it brings very fortunate career changes. So you could have a promotion at work where you have more responsibility, more money coming in. So here was the money energy through your work. You could be stepping out of restrictions and limitations. It's time to grab the bull by the horns. That could be a reference to Taurians, which you are. Other Taurians at work, okay, could help you out in a major way. But it also means, take advantage of the opportunities, be realistic, but do watch for overconfidence as well, because with this, sometimes it gets a bit out of balance and you get too confident. But you should succeed in your plans. To know exactly how this is going to play out, really need your birth time to predict with accurate timing, okay? So I'm just doing this for everybody. So, this timing that I'm giving you, 20th of September to the 19th of October, isn't exact. 6th of October to the 12th of October, Mars squares Pluto. Now you could have a very strong drive for personal power and control. Watch for domineering behaviour in both yourself and others. Other people might try and dominate you, okay? Ego conflicts with others are likely. Look here at this card, which is about standing your ground. So you want to be assertive, but not aggressive. But you may find other people are aggressive towards you. So the other thing is you've got to stand up for yourself, but don't push yourself too hard, because especially if you're starting a new job, you might be really, really fired up and keen to get cracking on that. just be a bit patient. 1st of October to the 23rd of October, Jupiter sextiles Neptune. You're sharing your spiritual ideals, and you clarify your own ideals and your ideas by sharing your message with other people, which is lovely. 16th of October, new moon in your 6th house, the beginnings, new beginnings in work, health, daily routine, and your well-being. Okay, so a new start in your whole daily routine. So that could be a new job. 18th of October to the 26th of October, Mars squares your MC. Okay, some resistance at work. Be careful you don't push too hard. Others disagree with your plans. Be patient. If you're going for a new job, there will be stiff competition. But even so, there's so much here that is really, really good and beneficial in your work area. You're still likely to succeed even if other people don't like it. 21st of October to the 21st of November, Sun in your 7th house here. And this brings new insight and awareness and even happiness in this zone about your partners, your spouse. If you do have a legal matter or some open enemies that you're dealing with, it could be that you offer some sort of compromise or olive branch, and because the focus with this is on we rather than me, and you could be seeking the opinions of other people. Just don't self-sacrifice too much. 20th of October to the 28th of October, Mars squares Jupiter. You could be full of ambition and enthusiasm for your plans and ventures now. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Likely success, but don't overdo things. Be cautious of overexertion, especially with your body. And psychically, I'm just make sure you get enough sleep. You could, if you start a new job, you might want to learn everything and stay up, too late studying and reading and trying to understand things. Your sleep is more important. 26th of October to the 21st of November, Venus moves into your 6th house. So Venus, ding, ding, ding. 6th house of work, a cooperative attitude. You're very receptive to learning new information, taking care of mundane tasks. If you're in real estate or negotiating, buying and selling real estate, this could go really well. It could be a great time to have a pleasant break to a beautiful place. So you might finish one job or, whatever you're doing, you're finishing whatever you're doing, go on a trip somewhere, just a short trip somewhere beautiful, and then come back and start your new job possibly. Okay, so where are we? Okay, 27th of October to the 10th of November, Mercury retrograde in your 6th house. So it's moving from the 7th back into the 6th here. Thinking, reading, learning at work or about health and well-being brings beneficial results. Do be careful of misunderstandings, of course. Do be careful with technology. If you start a new job that involves technology, make sure you back everything up, that you don't lose your work. Have backup power supplies and things like that. I'm getting a real vibe on electricity outages. Could be to do with weather or any other number of reasons, but make sure with technology that you have everything sorted and a backup. Okay, so 2nd of October to the 22nd of January 2021, which sounds a long way away, but it's not. It's only a few months. Neptune sextiles Jupiter. Okay, this is a lovely energy. You could be feeling very generous and tolerant now. Forgive other people so you can move on. And because you are more tolerant, you're prepared to do that. You could make donations to charity, but again, don't self-sacrifice. Choose your friends wisely. Avoid users and scammers. Okay, it's a great time to break your usual routine and go for a trip to a beautiful place. Okay, so that went out while I was reading. I had that all nice and set up, and it just went out, so it wasn't so clear. So there's your horoscope. Note, it's a month with a blue moon. That means the full moon appears twice in a month, in a calendar month. So work and health changes, perhaps health, but after doing this reading, I really feel that work is the main thing. But if you don't work, it could maybe happen in your health and well-being area. Okay, so I'm going to close my eyes now and see what I can see for you. Terrific Taurus for October 2020. There's the blue colour. Okay, this is sky blue. This is not in the water. This is in the sky. So the sky of mind, this is about your thoughts, and it's clear and beautiful. And so big picture thinking, looking at big overall concepts. Now, this is where you've got to be a bit careful that you don't get caught and get dragged down into details. Just let's look at the big overall picture first, okay? And you can work the details out as you go. Okay, oranges. This must be in Australia. Oh no, wait a minute. You're in, okay. This is a weird thing. I see oranges and it's like summertime and the oranges are cut and we're enjoying really sweet, beautiful oranges. But then I get the vibe that it's the US and it's still hot. People are eating oranges. If you're in the fall, well, which you will be, because it's fall now, it should be getting cooler and it's still hot. So, I don't know, that doesn't augur well for the fire situation, I'm sorry to say. So oranges, okay, what has that got to do with Taurus? Oranges. Okay, it's about the colour orange, and this is your sacral chakra. Okay, so this is your creativity and sexuality coming up, blossoming. Okay, for some of you there will be a purge. I see a lot of people sitting on the toilet, really letting go of everything. That's fine, that's good news, and I'll leave that to your imagination. But this sacral energy that's coming up, it's very rejuvenating to you. You could be feeling much lighter during October. It is a great time to detox then. You know, maybe take some herbs, drink lots of water, and maybe, you know, really lighten up your food intake and the type of foods that you eat, away from the carbohydrates and the rubbish foods, and more into salads and things like that. You might even do some juicing. Okay, now they're showing me people painting. There's an easel here in front of me, and I get the feeling that some of you are very artistic and creative and you haven't done it for a while. So it's a great time for going back to, especially with Mercury retrograde, it's not a good time to start things, but it is a great time to go back and complete things that you haven't done in the past. Maybe you started some artworks and you never actually finished what you were doing. Okay, but I see people painting. This could also mean painting your life, taking control of your life. Although we have, you know, karmic influences that we come in with, and we also have our DNA, it doesn't mean that rules your life. You've still got free will, and particularly with DNA, because the genes, you can turn them on and off by, you know, the things, your environment and the things that you do. Your choices can turn the DNA on and off. That's called epigenetics, if you want to look into that. Okay, somebody here's, I feel this is Taurians generally. There's a big gold medal here on the chest. The colours of the ribbon are red and green. Could be those of you with connection with red and green. It could be Italians or with Italian ancestry. Or maybe it just means growth and opportunity. Red, you know, more energy, vitality, that sort of thing. It's like it's gold, but it's very old, and so it looks a bit sort of more brown, and it's something very sort of old, ancient, out of your family, this medal. And I feel like you're clearing stuff for your family. It's not just about you yourself, but whatever clearing that is going on spiritually, it's going right back a long way. Okay, and again, it's the Mediterranean influence, so not just Italians, could be Greeks, or anybody there around the Mediterranean area. Sicilians was part of Italy, Cyprus, Rhodes, or any of those little Mediterranean islands there. Okay, anything else for terrific Taurians? Okay, I see somebody playing a fiddle. So this is you again composing the energies for your life. So that's just another thing. I do feel if you cry and say "poor me," that will make things go worse. So even though it's not going 100% all of the time, it's not. I'm not gonna sort of pretend that it is. There are very hopeful signs. There's a lot of green here. I can see green grass. I see trees. There's a lot of growth and opportunity for you in October. Terrific Taurus. Greens, also money. Okay, indicates your money supply could increase, could grow. Okay, I see a path in front of me. I see all these steps. You've got to take the actions. They're action steps. To ascending consciousness, it's not like winning the lottery that it just falls on you and you're bestowed with all of these good things. It's like the action steps have to be taken. There's a big angel right here in front of me, about 2 meters away, right there. And he's got his wings like this. It's like he's looking out over everybody. And I was asking his name, and he's walked away. He doesn't want to tell me the name. Okay, so, a pretty good month, all in all, considering especially where we've all been. There should be some more hopeful signs coming for you. Okay, I do hope you found this helpful. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Hit that notification bell and let me know in the comments, what you think. Does this resonate for you, or am I completely wildly off? I'm sure you will let me know. Please share and give this a like too, or a dislike, whatever. Okay, thanks again. Have a wonderful month, terrific Taurians, and I shall see you all again soon. Okay, bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.